What is up? Ah, that cool thing it does where it makes me re-enter all my passwords to all the social platforms. Dude, if I knew my frickin' password. Oh, we might not get Twitter. What's up, Gator? Friggin' X is a joke, man. Hang on, I gotta find my Twitter password. Good, how you been, sir? None of those are... Maybe this is it. That can't be it. There it is. Huh. All right. Small victory today. Let me get you something on the stage here. Guys, did the limit one fill? No. This was limit one, so if you've already got one, don't take another one. What have you been up to, Mike / Gator? To me, you'll always be Gator. Hey, somebody see if I'm live on YouTube, if you're seeing that. Somebody have a minute to go over there and pop in. Thanks. 5 years. 5 years. Remember it like it was yesterday. I gave them 4 weeks notice. Pittman took that lonely Ginter blaster. Thank you, Ryan. Nice. What kind of dog? Yeah, limit 1 on that, guys. That's a member special. I built it just for your member. I'm actually not really a dog person. Asking what kind of dog is just the polite next step. I'm not anti-dog. I don't know. They don't do a whole lot for me. Alright, did anybody want to rip a blaster as we get rolling? Australian Shepherd. We got basketball, football, baseball. We're pre-filling Bowman for next week. I just dropped fresh rounds of Bowman. Kind of a 5-year anniversary deal. 10% off the blasters, the supplies, my singles, pretty much everything except breaks. Alright, Pittman wants to rip the Allen Ginter. Hockey, the SPX PYTs can rip today. One of them was down to like 10 teams, I think. Those are 10 box inner cases. Master case is comprised of 2 inner cases. The hockey was close. I thought it was real close. Yeah. It's a good price too. One of them, I've got WWE Chrome, I've got Neon. Again, send your offers, 10% off on the blasters. 10 left in hockey number 1, Steve. Alright, so here's Pittman. For your soccer people, I also have the new Topps Chrome UCC, UEFA Club Competitions. Blasters, I'm probably at 25 on a blaster and 60 on a Mega. Those just released today. Alright, this is for Pittman. Good luck, Pittman. And we're just kind of hanging out, and I wanted to get a little stream time with you. What's up, Kurt? Tonight, Ethan's on at 7, and Casey Cards Jordan at 9:30. I did send Ethan a message to see if he wanted to go at 8:30. Since nobody else is streaming in between. I was going to stream in between. If Ethan stays at 7, I may come back. This was kind of a impromptu wing slap together. So if some of this stuff doesn't fill, I may just come back at 8 and do 8 to 9:30 again. And or come back tomorrow during the day. I've got Brandon's stuff listed for Friday. I've got Leith's soccer stuff for Sunday. Currently, he's the only one streaming Sunday for Mother's Day. His UCC Chrome. Yeah, 5 years. Busy weekend. So I've got 3 Mother's Day. Whatever my wife wants to do, my mom, her mom. And then I've got the card show Saturday. We're set up for that. Soccer Saturday night. And then Sunday I've got tin caps. Sunday night I've got Comets Game 1, Round 2 of the playoffs. So busy weekend. Don't anticipate doing a lot of shipping, but if you absolutely want your stuff shipped, I'm happy to do it. It should still go out Monday. Alright, good luck, Ryan. Contreras. Godino. He was the inventor of the Gordito. Lighthouse. David Eckstein. Remember him. Bergman. Wes Bergman. Jeter. Livy Dunn. Jack's Volpe. What a difference a year makes, Volpe. All right. Thank you for burning that up, Brian. Get that last Ginter blaster right here. Disneyland 70th anniversary. Topps Chrome Marvel. 24-25 Donruss basketball. 25 Chrome Update baseball. 25 Archives baseball. 26 Series 1 baseball. 26 WWE Chrome. Disney Neon. Stadium Club. I mentioned the soccer blasters. I've also got MLS Chrome Soccer. The basketball bundles, guys. I marked the basketball bundles down to $9. $5 still goes to Rippin' for the Cure. All the other incentives still apply. Just want them gone. JWTG. Same bumper sticker Nick Bosa probably has on the back of his Camaro. Anyway, take as many as you want. Still bonus drawing, all that other stuff applies. You can do 10% off the Wemby Funko Pops, 10% off any of my singles, 10% off the supplies, 10% off the blasters. I already took 10% off the basketball bundles, 10% off the Trey Johnson auto, the Tidy Troll sticker, the Demidov printing plate. We can close the hockey. The only thing that cannot rip is Bowman Baseball, which will be Wednesday at noon. All right. Pittman, you want to rip 4 update blasters? Is that what you want to do? Oh, you want to ship them? Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine. Yeah, you guys, you have the option to ship these as well. Would love to get those Donruss NBA blasters out of here. Yeah, you guys are more than... yeah. Most of the time I'd prefer to ship them, so... Alright, so you guys can take one more round of this break that's on the stage. Even if you've already bought one, you can buy one more, and we'll close that out. It's still subscribers only, but if you want one more, go for it, and we'll close this. Round 1 of hockey is at 9, and round 2 is at 20. I mentioned I posted fresh Bowman breaks. Again, if you need supplies, 10% off, just send the offers. Would love to get that Demidov printing plate out of here and get the money in that kid's hand. The Wemby Funko Pops, I've got 7 left. It's funny because I've actually started to sell blasters at the ball games and stuff now too. Alright. Oops, just kicked my table. Did anybody go over and see if I was on YouTube? Let me go over there real quick. What's up, Patrick? Yep, there I am. I put watch a buy at MidwestBoxBreaks.net so people on YouTube would know how to get over here. I thought that was kind of smart, don't you? Guys don't get me any credit. Alright, one more. We'll go ahead and rip that. So on the basketball break, you can do 2 for $35. That is from a fresh case of Bowman Basketball Megas. Those just released today. You can do 2 for $35 to close those out. So we'll ping this, and I'll put the football up. And I dropped these $1. Where'd it go? There you go. I dropped those $1. There's 20 left. 4 Topps Chrome and 3 Select. Took them down $1. 20 left. Alright, offer's not on for Series 1. We'll take care of that right now. that should be resolved. And then any minute, Ivan is going to post the Bowman Hobby Case player auction break for next Wednesday night. And I'll incentivize that. Most auctions one will, if I have Bowman Megas, it'll probably be a Bowman Mega box. Offers are on for Series 1, but we'll do a player auction break for a Bowman Hobby Case also. Alright, Steve Hockey, let them know we're down to, where'd it go? I thought it was 8 teams. So 2 for 35 on basketball, and I took a buck off football. Those can go next. Where'd it go? I lost the other hockey. Oh, no, 9 left. Alright, let me get this built real quick. Oh, that can't be right. Yankees and who else? Right? No way. Shaw? As if. Everybody see the district founders in Fortune magazine? Everybody read that? There's a little line about yours truly. They actually did a series of interview questions with me and just posted the one line, but hey, it still works. The one person, or the one periodical that picked up the article, actually, if you click Midwest Box Breaks, it's actually breaks its link to our site. So I thought that was kind of cool. But we got a little bit of publicity in it. But I'm pretty pumped about that. Eddie and Patrick McCoy are all three awesome people, so. Any love is good love. Alright, this is 4 Stadium Club Megas and 4 Chrome Update Blasters. Pretty much the extent of my baseball inventory. Those Megas were the biggest thing I have till all that Bowman rolls in. Yeah. A's and Guardians, that's cute. That was one of the nukes I was sitting on for you. I knew about that one for a while. Alright, this is everybody's purchase, so easy to do. Let's run this random. Here we go. Two for 35 on basketball. What's up, Corey? ZFVNTM on the teams. And at some point, maybe today, I'll have the pricing for hoops basketball. And I don't know when, but we'll also have finest football. NFL licensed finest football. But hoops basketball may be today. I was trying to confirm that they'd shipped it. They have not shipped either one of them, but hoops release day is Thursday next week, and finest football is Friday next week. But I see nobody else out there, Fanatics Live or any of the Twitter guys or anything, has anything posted. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a delay and we just haven't found out about it yet. So who knows? All right, so on the owners, PSHYHS. So shout out Phyllis. All right, so I'm going to do the printout, and then I'm going to put this on the ticker. Stand by your man. Everybody got their Bowman teams ready for next week? Brandon, I think, said he's posting his tomorrow morning. Ticker is updated, but I did just post fresh rounds for Jumbo and Delight. What's up, Dan? Dan, I will see you Saturday. Ticker's updated. Here's the list. This is all the usual suspects, as this was a subscriber and Break Club token holder break. Trades are open. 4 Stadium Club, 4 Chrome update. Plenty of time. Plenty of tool. Hi, I'm Plenty. Well, of course you are. Classic Bond. Alright. There's at least 2 autos in this, I'll tell you right now. This is it for my Stadium Club Megas, too. But of course you are. There is a theory out there that I forget the character's name, but the guy in The Rock, Sean Connery's character in The Rock, was actually James Bond. Like there's a bunch of things that fit when he was in prison and stuff. When he escaped Alcatraz, that he was actually James Bond. Alright, Mets for Cubs. What's up, Nikki, baby? I don't know where that came from, but everyone I know named Nick, they've always called him Nicky, baby. Mets Cubs is done. Anybody wants $5 off one of the early rounds of the Angels in Bowman, send the offer. Unless offers aren't on. They might not be on. For whatever reason, the Angels are stragglers. I'm talking like first 3 rounds in Angels. $5. Alright, you want to tag anybody? Get them in here, try to make trades? Go for it. I'm going to stack up at least another box. Let's see how tall this looks. And if you want, let's get a little auto guess going here. Let's go. Take care of the people that are here. Alright, hit me with some auto guesses. Let's go $5 credit. You don't have to guess it with auto guess. You don't have to put that in there. You don't need to preface it with that. If you're watching on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, get over to MidwestBoxBreaks.net. You can play around. No, I don't want to do that. Gator, what the hell was that? Are you having a stroke? Oh, that was Caleb. Caleb, are you having a stroke? Someone drive over to Caleb's. Reds Rangers. Caleb, you're going to be at the show Saturday? Caleb, when this break's over, I want you to drive to your nearest Walgreens and sit in that corner and have your blood pressure checked, will you? Will you do that for me? Here, let's knock this football down another buck. Remember, this is Topps Chrome also, guys. Drop the football another $1. Coveted Topps Chrome. I want to see that go. Down to 21 bucks. Alright, you still have time for other trades. I'm going to open both these boxes. Ping somebody, do whatever you got to do. Pretty sure I sent the notification for this, didn't I? I did indeed. Nobody else wants to do auto guesses? It's free, I'm not going to charge you. Somebody go into Discord and tell them auto guesses for $5. So lame to be focused on your job right now. Tell them as featured on Fortune magazine. My breaker's note. You know, my wife read the thing and still didn't treat me any different. Yeah. Ivan's the straw that stirs the drink. Caleb, more like a misfortune 500. Gator, do you have our MBB cruise ship ready yet or not? I picture you out on the beach sanding that thing down. The SS Toploader. What's up, Steven? Again, for this week, guys, if you absolutely want it shipped, I will ship it. But my goal is to not. I'm telling you. 3 Mother's Days, setting up for the card show, 3 MBB card booth events. Not basketball, baseball, hockey, and soccer. But again, I can still ship it Monday. There won't be that many people that want it. But if you want your stuff, I will, but you're not going to see me push. The hockey, guys, shipping's included. That'll go out. I'm not going to make you wait for the next hockey break. That'll go out. But look at that, though. 9 away from closing that thing. That could still rip tonight. That'd be all right if tonight we just ripped hockey for an hour and a half. Or today. All right, what was I going to do here? Let me go into Discord here real quick. See if I can wake these guys up. Last call for auto guesses. Oh, Pittman's got it. No, you just have to guess the team. Justin, why would I make it impossible on you? I want to give you the money. Why would I make it impossible? Just give me a team. I don't know where you guys... I know some of those places don't want to give you money. So you pivoted all the way to Jay's. All right, here we go. I'll take you on the boat. Yeah, if I pull a Matt Olson auto, Justin, I'll give you 3 Stadium Club blasters. Here we go. Guesses are closed. Soto. My favorite part about this is turning these around. Turn around, every 5 cards I get another stack of Stadium Club to flip around. Yeah, you set builders, we could have had 62 sets of Stadium Club by now. No, all the backwards, yeah. Drake Baldwin, Campbell, Ramirez. We could have had 62 sets. Ripken. There's Rizzo. Now we'll get something done. Mayer. Who's got the Red Sox? That's Pittman. Pittman, not Pigpen. I don't know what the hell I was looking at. Mayer again. I just want to be with you guys. Don't know what it is that makes me love you so. Just want to rip cards with you. Shaw. I only want to break with you. Pigpen. You want to stick with that, Ryan? Otani. Ellie. Pigpen. Chandler Simpson. Oh, yeah. Jacob Wilson. Guys, you just don't know. Like 15 years ago, I was the angriest frickin' person. Life just fucking blew. Excuse my language. There's some raw emotion coming out there. Sasaki. So, most of the credit goes to meeting my wife now, but yeah. James Wood. Yep, two biggest things. My wife and MBB. That's it. This wife. Randy Johnson. Matt Olson. Ortiz. It was funny the other day, we were at the soccer game. Here's somebody that knew nothing about sports, was helping kids at a soccer game look through the stack of cards, the box of cards, looking for a Messi card. And I'll say a year before that, had no clue who the hell Messi even was. Yeah, next month it'll be 8 years. Yeah, next month it'll be 8 years. For the guys that don't know the story, I came back to the hobby like 17 and started joining breaks like early in 18 and was instantly hooked and realized that there wasn't really an outlet to have like a community and easy way to network and sell the cards you didn't want, and just kind of got the idea, and it was ingrained in my brain and I couldn't get rid of it. It was like the voice from Field of Dreams. And went to Chicago with my buddy Chris from Top Shelf Breaks and picked his brain a little bit, and yeah, June of 2018. The first break was awful. It was Classics Football, 2018 Classics. It was like $3 a spot, and I had to give half of them away just to fill it. Gator was there, he knows. Gator was a day one. The stuff that I spent from buying into breaks, no joke, I think I dropped about $7 grand in breaks when I first started buying into breaks. And gave away like a lot of my personal stuff just to fill breaks, my break hits and like my personal collection and stuff just to close stuff, and yeah, just wanted to fill. And I think my first couple breaks were like trying to help a teenager get his driver's license. It was like me saying sorry like every couple minutes. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Speeding up and slowing down. There's a Dylan Cruz. Had zero YouTube experience. Had never even gone live on Facebook. No Facebook Live. Had never... I didn't even have a... Yeah, I don't think I'd ever been live on YouTube. That took like a week to figure out how to go live on YouTube. And then it turned out... I didn't have the computer capacity to live stream like 2 cameras, so I had to get a new computer. Nope, this is the industry conference special. Notice it's out of 540 people. Yeah, it was $2 a slot. For that Classics football. Who remembers this bad boy? My sister made it for me. Look at that bad boy. Drake Baldwin. Thanks, Gator. Yeah, I was thinking about it today. I had a good job, too. I didn't have to leave. It's not like I was miserable. You guys basically forced it. You made it to where there was no choice. This thing done blown up. Pujols. Look at us now. We're ripping a $10 Stadium Club break. $10 Stadium Club retail. Jacob Wilson. I've ripped at the Pentagon for cards. I've ripped at the Sugar Bowl for cards. I've gone to Orlando to give away cards. I was telling somebody the other night about meeting Gary V a couple times. Phil. How many times has Phil been in a break here? Not you, Phil. The other Phil. Remember we had Pedro Gomez on for an hour and a half from ESPN? Rip to a legend, Pedro Gomez. What was the gentleman's name? The guy that created FanDuel. He was here talking to us, remember? I'm drawing a blank on his name. What's up, Colby? Oh, crap, Colby. Was I not supposed to say that loud? Did that trigger something? Merrill? Was that just random chance? You think of all the athletes we've sold sealed wax and break spots and cards to? Roki. How many times have we been on TV? We were on the frickin' Today Show. Remember that? We were on the Today Show. Rocker. Big unit. We had a big unit. It's the only time you'll hear me say that. Usually I have an Altuve. Cal Raleigh. My wife's still talking about the other night when she was on the Jumbotron. Nick Kurtz. I'm like, yep. Kobe Mayo. Frank Thomas. Scared me there, Colby. We did a hit draft of a graded 56 top set. That's still one of my favorite things. We launched a freaking NFT that's still around. How many NFT, including the one that I was heavily invested in, how many NFTs freaking crashed and burned? Besides ours, I can think of only 2 that are even still around. I guess 3, if you count like Top Shot. Tatis. Raised a shit ton of money. Can't even count how much money we've raised. It's easily 6 figures. Giving away 1.5 million cards. I gotta finalize the numbers and add it up, but I'll be announcing that here at some point too. 1.5 million cards given away. That is a ton of cards. You guys, not me. Everybody except me sold $3 million worth of stuff on this site. The site we built. Yeah, I remember Jeff Wilson launched an NFT and killed it in like 3 days. Ours has been going for what, 5 years now? 4 years? Alright, here's the Chrome update. No dice on this football break? I'll take it down to 20 bucks. We're also hurting for attendance, but we may just end up coming back. Alright, I took the football down to 20 bucks. See if we can get it. I'm really just here to rip. It's 4 Topps Chrome Megas and 3 Select Megas. A couple bucks is the last thing I'm worried about today. And then the basketball, 10 Bowman Megas, Bowman basketball, those just released today. 2 for $35. I almost just made it a whole case at 35 bucks. I didn't know if you guys would pull the trigger on it though. And then we can go back to Blaster Personals if you want. I'll go hang out for a little bit today if you want. I don't care. All right, Gators in for 2 basketball. No pressure. We can still get hockey. Yet if I have to, I'll come back tonight between E. Perry and Casey Cards. Got my wife her Mother's Day card. If you've never heard me mention it, I have this mutant ability that the first greeting card I pick fits perfectly, and I'm good. I don't know what it is. When I go to the greeting card section at Kroger or wherever, Walgreens, Meijer, whatever, the first one I grab, it doesn't matter what the occasion is, what I'm looking for. If I was looking for a Happy Halloween Great Grandma card, the first one I grab instantly applies to my situation. Never, it's always been like that. If I'm getting one, Derek was here working, and I had to get a Valentine's card for his girlfriend, and they're pretty serious, and I kind of felt like I had a good idea of the situation, and I got him the perfect one. It doesn't matter. If I'm buying one for my wife from the kids, or doesn't matter. If you said, hey, I need a St. Patrick's Day card for my boss's niece, I'd be like, okay. And whatever I got would be perfect. It's just this weird thing. I don't know. It's always been like that. I can get somebody a funny card. I can get them an emotional card. If I walked in there and needed to get my wife a Mother's Day card that would like move her to tears, it just, boom, I grab it and the first time. It does not matter. From her kids, I like to keep it light. First pull. It's like cutting in the auto every time. I don't know what it is. It just... Then I'm not even like lowering my standards. I read it, I'm like, there it is. I see dudes in there and you can tell they've been in there for 45 minutes. They've got them marked off in the rack, the ones they've looked at already. They've got them turned around backwards, or they've got them laid out on the floor. They've got them like ranked first to last and trying to decide, and nope, in and out. Of course, they're $11, but for something you could make yourself, but whatever. I'm sure Hallmark needs the money more than I do. If you said your goldfish has just gotten over COVID, I'd go find the perfect card. First pull. Alright, here's the Chrome update. I still owe you an auto. I'm not going to get you two, but... Let me see if I can get you one at least. Carson McCusker to 50, Twins. That's for Mickmo. Crow Armstrong. Christian Campbell. Ben Rice. You gotta remember who I hit that Ben Rice for last time. I wanted to buy it and I forgot who I hit it for and ended up getting just shipping it. I thought it was Bill Grake, and then I pulled a dirty one on Bill. I was like, hey, you hit that Ben Rice, and then it turned out he didn't. Alright, there goes the football sale. Wonder why it hasn't clicked off my counter. On the stage. You guys showing 16 on the football? Oh, there's Bill. Sorry, Bill. Okay, perfect. There, now we're getting it. No, there we go. That was a good break at 23. It's even better at 20, guys. Jacob Wilson. What is this coming up? Matt Shaw. Huh. 17 and 22. Yeah, that's weird. Thanks, Bunchy. Here's this. I'm going to give you guys the first auto I find back here on the shelf here. Yeah, grab the rest of them. Let's see what happens. First auto I find. Alright, whoever has the Red Sox gets this Abreu that CGC gave away at the industry conference. That goes to Pittman. Graded authentic. And then, there you go. For the Pirates, Adrian Sampson. That's going to Jeff Shapiro. There you go. There's your auto. You don't have to thank me. It was almost like a door prize gag gift. Yeah, I wouldn't expect to be thanked for those. All right, 14 left in that. I've marked it down $3. We can rip it next. Or we can move on to some blasters in the meantime. The basketball, it's a half case of Megas. 2 for $35. Those just came out today, so I really can't mark them down too much more. That's down to, remember it's 50 spots because all the college teams. No new offers. Let me see. Let me tell, down to 20. $14 left. All right, anybody else want to rip blasters in the meantime? 10% off supplies, 10% off blasters, 10% off singles. I took $1 off the basketball bundles already. $5 is going to Ripping for the Cure. You're getting 12 top-loaded cards now for $9. $5 going to Ripping for the Cure. Sleeves, top loaders, bags. All sizes of bags, or all sizes of top loaders. The hockey, PYT, the SPX PYT. Marvel blasters, Disney blasters, wrestling blasters, soccer, basketball, baseball. Leith's Chrome UCC for Sunday. I'll do 10% off SPX Hockey to close PYT 1, if you guys want. 10% to close off SPX Hockey 1. Can you offer $1 just so I can click it through the system, Andrew? Tweet the hockey deal. How many big teams are left in Hockey 1? Can't be too many. Yeah, just send $1, Andrew. 10% off on PYT 1. So we can focus on closing that one out. Football's down to 13. Let's see what we got here. Andrew, am I ripping that or shipping it? Andrew, I think you got a pretty good size stack too, if I remember correctly. All right. All right, Farb's taking the Rangers in 1. That helps. Yeah, I mean, don't mess with it now, Andrew. Wait till Bowman next week if you want. Yeah, I don't know if you heard, I'm pretty buried this weekend, so. Alright, Gator, I'll get you next if you want. Alright, Andrew Goodwin. Yeah, don't worry about doing it this weekend, Andy. Alright, Farb's got us down to 8. Gator, what'd you buy? Gator, which one did you get? Vlad Jr., Gunner, Shaw, Judge, Skeens, Corbin Carroll, Jack Kaggs, Fall League, Vlad Jr., Scooble, Carson Williams, PCA, Tatis. Thank you, Mike. All right, Gator Series 1. All right, Furtman's in for 2 football. What a price on that football, Furtman. Gator. How'd you like to just have an animal name and everybody know who you are? Yeah. Down from 23, which was already a good price. No love for football. And they want to be my latex salesman. Good luck, Gator. They're getting me on the hype and nostalgia of the 5-year. Bangor. You know what? I've got a couple blasters. I might rip one. I might rip a personal for myself. A chrome blaster. Why not? Maybe I'll pull some heat. Bigfoot doesn't count. Fictitious. Anthony, you can't even prove to me Bigfoot exists. Sayo. Otani. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. Otani. Really? Where'd you get those from? Just tell us you're rich. Ben Rice. Trout. Fell off the back of a truck. Flint Jr. fell off the back of a truck. Simpson. Simpson? Scooble again. Kurtz. Skeens. Yeah, that's right, he did have a jumbo case. Yeah, like I said, Ivan's supposed to take my Bowman Hobby player break live, auction break live here pretty soon. I thought he was going to do it. Unless he did it now. Let me see. Is this? Yeah, it's live now. The Bowman Hobby case player break. Some of them even have bids right now. The best thing about that is now it's burying all my regular listings on my dashboard. Hang on. Okay, who's next? Tell you what, if somebody wants $5 off the Angels in Bowman Jumbo 1, go grab them. Or $250 off the Astros in Bowman Jumbo 1, go just to get one of those off of there. All right, 11 left in football, guys. Where's basketball at? 2 for 35 on basketball. 10% off on the hockey. No takers on hockey. All right, we ripped Gators. Anybody else want a blaster? I got soccer too. Jeff Shapiro, I think he wanted his archive shipped. Marvel, Stadium Club, Disneyland 70th. All right, there's Steve. Single digits on football. We're close. Gator, you didn't see what you got? Do you need to see it again? This dude, I tell you. Mike, would you like to see it again? Down to 8. I think we're going to get it. Plus attendance is picked up. How's that work? Alright, I can't figure out what happened to Gator. I'm going to rip my own Chrome Blaster. Screw it. Gator, I'll show you real quick. Hang on. High maintenance bastard. Here. Skeens. Nick Kurtz. Matthews. Scooble. Chandler Simpson. Manea. Birdseed. Buxton. Vlad Jr. It's not like we're in a hurry, dude. Matthews. Trout. Moreno. Colby Thomas. Ben Rice, Monac Lindor for Mr. Metzlover, Ritter, Otani, It Takes Two Mets for the Metzlover, Otani, Basayo. There you go, Gator. There we go. All right, 7 left in football. This is for me. What was it, a football spot? Just remind me. Oh, here comes the basketball. Has a shot. If 17 people take the 2 for, we're in. 2 for 35. This is for me. Half case of Megas. Release date for Megas was today. Alright. If this blaster sucks, I'll put the whole thing in the break on the stage. I don't believe you. You still have all your Tebow stuff? Anything good I'm going to keep, though. We'll see what's in here. Alright, here's lighting $60 on fire. Joe Burrow. That can stay in there. Brian Thomas. Pittman. James Cook to 199. Brian Thomas again, that's awesome. Jordan Love, Noah Brown. Alright, this whole blaster can stay in the football break on stage. Whole thing stays in there. close it out. What's up, Yvonne? Down to 6. I see that. Bid till you puke. We'll give a Bowman Mega. The Megas release later though, don't they? They release later in life. We'll give a Bowman Mega to whoever wins the most auctions. And a second one to somebody who wins multiple auctions. They just won't get it right away. So whoever wins the most auctions gets a Bowman Mega, and everybody that wins at least 2 auctions, like we used to do, winners of multiple auctions, will do the second chance drawing, and one of those people will win a Bowman Mega also. It'll be, what is it, like a week later that the Megas come out? Alright, down to 5. This blaster will go in with it. 10% off hockey to close it. Who else wants a blaster ripped? Or we can just hurry up and close football. Yeah, E-Mart, I just got a whole thing about how you're in surgery and stuff. That we might not see you again. They took up a collection and everything. So you're spending the time here? Yeah. You want it back, Furtman? Did he make it up? Is he playing the long game just for a spot? It's a little shady. Should take that shit to Hobby Twitter. Hey, shout out the district team. If they've got us on in the office today. My dudes, Coy and Eddie and Patrick, in that order. A lot of people would say in no particular order. That's how I'm ranking them. Coy, Eddie, and Patrick. They have me on there 24/7 on a loop. Yeah, Patrick's an Eagles fan, so I mean, he's only going to get so far. He's lucky he's even in the top 3. What's going on with E-Mart? Is he in a gown or anything? I can't put him on if like his ass is exposed or anything. Eric, are you in a gown right now? Not the kind of content I'm here for. There's Coy. Coy must have heard us. What's up, Coy? World famous Coy. I bet his phone's blowing up. Hey dude, I sat behind you in class when we were kids. I noticed you were in Fortune here recently. Any chance you got a couple $100 I can borrow? Hey, are you guys hiring right now? Yeah. Are you at work today, Coy, or are you like, you know what? I'm gonna take a day off. I was in a magazine yesterday. Don't need to come in every day. Oh, tell everybody I said hey. Yeah. If there's anybody sitting in there in that office thinking about going to college. Tell them they don't have to go. I quit school in 2nd grade. Look at me. 2 gallons, Art. What are you, a Barbie doll? For clarity, Art wore his evening gown underneath the other gown so he could change quickly. He was part of that quick change crew you see at the ball games. Yeah. Did you just pull it off like you were on an NBA courtside, Art, ready to check in? Just frickin' popped it off like that? Alright. Let's keep it professional. The district team's got stuff to do. So, Coy, did you guys do like a carry-in or bring in pizza or anything cool to celebrate? Or you're like, hey, we got work to do? People are looking at us. Yeah. Yeah, about 5 times yesterday. Anytime my wife was asking me stuff to do or what was going on this week, I'm like, you saw the article, right? Why are you talking to me about taking the trash out or any of this other stupid stuff? I'm like, hire somebody. I can't be bothered with trivial things like that. Oh, cool. Yeah, I had people just showing up at the house and the ball games want me to sign stuff. They thought I was crazy lamp lady. I'm like, that's not me. Yeah. I sold one of my lamps for like $300. I think my mom gave it to me when I got my first house. I'm lucky if it was $20 at Walmart new. Yeah, they thought I was crazy lamp lady. I signed it crazy lamp lady. Flipped it. The easiest flip I've ever had. I bet crazy lamp lady hasn't paid for a meal in the last 2 years. Just from celebrity. That'd be, hey, change your name to Nick Nax. Niknax, Nick Nax. All right, I got one left in football. Yeah, I bet they put the IV in him. Coy, what are you working on today? This is probably AI right now. If you guys remember, what was it, Silicon Valley? Wasn't that the name of the show? It's probably AI talking to me. Yeah, why does everybody see a different inventory count on the item on the stage? Now I show 0. Okay, here comes the ping. Alright, did you guys get the ping? Here's the basketball, guys. 2 for 35. Need 17 heroes to send me 2 for 35 on that. And that'll happen. Okay, football's next. Ping is sent. Are you still giving Eric a spot, Adam? Or not so much since he overplayed this surgery? Total Bush League move, too. Alright. Who does that? Well, with any luck, he skunks. You did your job as far as I'm concerned. Eric, can you say what you're having done, or it's a violation of your HIPAA rights? Which one's the thing for the air filter? One of them's your medical rights, the other's the specifications for an air filter. That's the one you can tell us. There's HIPAA and there's HEPA. Alright, sounds like he's getting an air filter put in his knee. Yeah, I'm going to find a hard copy of that magazine article and get Coy, Eddie, and Patrick to sign it. And then I'm going to send it to PSA and get it slabbed or framed somehow. And then I'm going to have Darren Ravel tell me what he thinks it's worth. Yeah, I've partied with all three people. Alright, here comes the team list. Remember, it's 4 Topps Chrome Football and 3 Mega. You wouldn't think it. Eddie, the craziest one out of the bunch. We went to In-N-Out. There was a fight. Yeah. Helped him move a body. RKO KMW. Had a good time though. I learned a lot. Some of the best advice I ever got. He said, if they knew how many guns I had, they'd probably think twice. Alright, here comes the owners. My wife asked when we're going to move out west. I'm like, yeah. When you make more money. That's what I told her. I put the pressure on her. So when you start making more money. I said, when are you going to be in a magazine? She's like, well, I have something I need to tell you. GRZAUP. Here comes the printout. And here comes the team list. The ticker. Remember that blaster I just ripped? That's going in this. Congrats. Or I'm sorry that happened to you. Alright, there's your ticker. Is Coy still here? I wonder if there was like a Pete Best version of that team that came from Snapchat that didn't want to go with them when they left. And was like, no, I'm good. And now they're kicking themselves in the teeth for not jumping with them. Like a Jerry Maguire moment. Alright, trades are open. No new meat in this. Oh crap. One of these was E-Marts. Which one are we giving him? Sorry. What's up, William Beverly? Which one am I giving him, Adam? My bad. It's between the Raiders, the Patriots, and the Browns. Alright, Browns it is. Eric Martin Rack. Good luck with your knee. I know a guy that they had his knee replacement. He had put his knee in upside down. It's not even a joke. Alright, so Eric Martin has the Browns. And then again, stuff from the blaster. I guess the only thing that's really meaningful is the James Cook to 199 Bills, which will go to Corey Odlin. Everything else is just whatever. Trades are open. Tag somebody. Send them a DM. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you got to do to get them in here. Hockey. 10% off. You're so close. I want it so bad for you. Where'd it go? You're down to 8 teams still. Packers for Titans. Packers Titans. Like the old operator. Please make a note of it. The Green Bay Packers has been changed. Wait, Eric Martin has the Packers. What are you doing? Eric has the Packers. What are you guys on? '49ers Saints. Remember my first beer. You guys know people are watching us too. Look what you did. Gator does have the Titans, but the Packers are Eric Martin. Mike Jones, you have the Commanders and the Falcons. What's this guy's deal? Or Step Brothers? 5 years ago, had an exit interview with the plant manager. Usually you don't do that. You have it with HR. I had one with HR, and the plant manager loved me so much. I had one with him too. He was awesome too. Nice guy. It's a good job too. I never would have left. Never would have left. This thing had gotten so crazy. I asked my wife, I said, what are we going to do? Originally the conversation was like, hey, what do you think? She's like, the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you do this, pay off this, move this, take care of this, do this. And I just started chipping away at them. I mean, I didn't spend money on anything stupid that I didn't absolutely have to have. And like during COVID and stuff, you guys remember like 55 breaks a week? Titans for Falcons, got it. 55 breaks a week during the pandemic. Titans, Falcons, noted. Yeah, but it doesn't happen without you guys. Titans, Falcons, done. Turns his volume off. What a maroon. What an embezzle. But yeah, I think she thought it was going to be impossible. Because it got to the point where, I mean, I was doing next to nothing at work. And I only had like 8 direct reports, Monday through Friday, 7 to 3. Shut my office door. And even that, I'm like, God, this just does not, and I was on salary. And I'm like, man. And she's like, well, the only way you're going to do that is if blah, 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 blah. It was like Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah. And, yeah. No, because I was still doing my job. I was still doing my job. That's how crazy it was. That's why these people that they want to quit when things are going good, just slightly good, you got to do both forever. And then when you think that it's about ready to blow up in your face, you got to keep going even longer, like another year. To where there's abs, and number one, you have to have a spouse that is like 100% on board a superstar. Because even now, I don't do anything. I mean, I sweep the floor and vacuum the carpet. That's the extent of my housework. On Sundays. She does everything else. I haven't cooked a meal here since we moved 8 years ago or whatever. I mean, she's a freaking superstar. Yeah. But I mean, it was like 50 hours in this, 45 at my job. Any other trades, guys? This is all the select. But then, even then, you got to keep going because you got to be 1,000% sure. And now, if the hobby now was how it was back then, I don't know that I would have did it. I don't know. Seriously. If this was the state of the hobby back then, maybe not. Because I could have officially retired in 9 years when I went into the office back then at 55. And I'd be 4 years away now. Yeah. Too many unknowns now. Alright, nothing else? Yeah, I'm telling you, it was all weekend. You got to be willing to give up your entire weekend. Here we go. Trey Harris, Fannin, Henry, and then still keep going. Stroud. There's your first dart. Giants for Steve DeLuca. Yeah. Again, it starts with a freaking awesome, patient wife. Because if you don't have that, you don't have anything. Packers, Eric Martin. Golden. Mason Taylor. Tez Johnson. McMillan. Panthers, Andrew Moore. I'm not going to save a bunch of this stuff for a recap. Jackson Dart. Yeah. I mean, she's got to be 100% on board. And I don't know the exact tipping point where mine was like, okay, I see it now. She's just been always been cool. RJ Harvey. Burrow. Jordan Watkins, Niners to $4.99. That's for Anthony on the trade. Higgins. Yeah, there were a couple times she dropped the mail off on her way to work on Monday mornings. Lamar. Texans and Bengals, Mixon's the one. I'm not a rock. Anthony Haygood and... Where's your Bengals? Colby. So dice roll on this one. Genty, Raiders. For Furt Man of Furt. Saquon. Eagles. Or Eagles, as some people call them. Eagles. Jameson Williams. Jack Beck. Pearsall. Yeah, I remember we were being paid to stay home, but we would still have like department meetings and stuff on our work laptops. And we wouldn't have to have our cameras on. Our boss was super cool. Wouldn't have to have our cameras on. I would sort during the meeting. I'd have the laptop on. I would just sort with the meeting running. Everybody okay with that? Just click it. Yep, sounds good. Burrow. Dunza. Tez Johnson. Bucks for Preston. Abdul Carter. Burton. Bear down. Hot Wing. Woodson to $6.99. Will Johnson. Will Howard. A couple H-hands. Another golden. Nick Westbrook. Akeen. Riley Leonard. Go Irish. Trey Harris. I actually like these select. Genty again. What's up, Danimal Card Shop? CeeDee Lamb, Hunter Henry. Yeah, it's been pretty good to us. Attendance is picking up here a little bit. 2 o'clock has become the new 12 o'clock. Can we get that Donruss basketball? What about 3 for $50? God, it's brand new. I hate to mark it down too much. I'll do 3 for $50. What's up, Dougie? That's as low as I'm taking it. Just because I want to see it. I don't need the Genty in the recap. Well, I'll put it in there anyway. My son talked me into putting money on the Lakers to win the whole thing, like $20, because he liked the odds. I'm like, why do I listen to you? All right, here is Senators, Brian Coe. That should take PYT 1 down to 7 teams. And Nick Holland's taking the 3-fer. So close, Brian. 10% off. We could be ripping hockey next. We might rip all the sports. Maybe even soccer and wrestling if you guys want. Okay, let's dice roll this booger. If I roll odds, it goes to the Texans. Evens, it goes to the Bengals. All right. By the National Association of Breakers, I got to roll the dice for 5 minutes straight for it to be approved. Odds left side, evens right side. Somebody start the counter. I'm going to roll this. I'm going to shake it until the basketball break is full. Right side. So it's going to the Bengals. That's Colby cheese. Colby cheese. Maybe we'll do a game one day where it's nothing but dice rolls. You want to do that? Now here comes the Chrome Blasters. Here in my cards, I feel safe from the world. I can rip all the packs. It's the only way to live in cards. Doug, if I had $1 every time a dude told me that, I wouldn't be here doing this. You guys think I paid $99 for that box? What do you think? I'm Dr. Mindbender. I pay what I want to pay. Got a good feeling about these 4 megas. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it 1 auto. Look at that. Art broke it down. A couple tough teams there. The Leafs. I believe in you guys. Ah. I mean, as part of the protocol, they have to take him off in a cart. He's wearing 2 gowns, Doug. He's got to go where he'll fit in. Eric, make up your mind. Are you doing the surgery or not? Stupid. Yeah. You guys have all weekend to figure out what supplies you need and send an offer for 10% off. Bags, sleeves, top loaders. My gift to you. Be a hero and grab one of those 12 card bundles for $9. I give $5 to Rippin' for the Cure. I just need them gone. By my estimate, half of the 133 packs has an auto or a patch card in it. Half of them. Alright, good luck. I see a lot of pink there. It's like red, but not quite. Bryce Young. Legends of the Gridiron, Aikman. I took that picture of Aikman at that game in Indy. He's not aging well. Jared Verse, 199, Rams. That's for Mickmo. Judkins, Dylan Gabriel. Saquon, Eagles for Dan Cermak. Refractor, Saquon. King Henry, Harvey. Kamara, Caleb Williams. Golden, Refractor. I'm not going to save a bunch of stuff for the recap here. There's another Burrow, so you got two of those. Mahomes, Refractor. Warner. DeMarvion Overshown. McKinney. Earl Campbell. Penix. Tupeloto. 99 Chargers for Caleb. They're like, hey, how'd you like to save $100 and do your own surgery? Brock Bowers, $4.99, Raiders. For Furtman. Adam Furtman. 2 words. $4.99. Told you. That's the spot you gave Eric, though. Brock Bowers. Right? CJ Stroud. Kittle, X-Fractor, McKinney, McFadden, 99 Giants for Steve DeLuca, Tez Johnson, Drake May, there's a Sanders. There's a Sanders refractor. Sampson, Aikman, Lenore. How about McCarthy to 275? Vikings. Nobody wanted the Vikings. Ninja Squirrel. Have to give that to the kids. Kids don't even want McCarthy. Tet. Browning. Lamb. There's a dart. Like that dart. Yeah. Steve DeLuca. Ion vinyl. Ewers. Scatabo. Genty. Raiders for Eric Martin. Rack. Just kidding, it's for Furtman. Sanders, refractor again. Crosby. There's Leith. Leith's got Topps Chrome UCC for Sunday. Keeping our streaming streak going because Brandon is off. Leith's ripping soccer. I have one blaster left. One blaster. I will add the blaster to this break if you guys hurry up and close basketball. I just throw it into this break, free of charge. I don't think you'll do it though. That's how good I'm feeling today. I'm feeling groovy. Furtman, you want the blaster as a personal for 50 bucks right now? You could just pay me later or take it off what I owe you. I don't even know what I paid. I think it was more than 50 bucks though. $50 as a personal. Bowers $4.99. Never leave the last box. Just because I like you. I can grab it right off the shelf right now. Alright. You just taking it off my pricing credit. Alright, this is for Manafort. Adam Fertmann. Alright, this is for Manfurtman Earth Band. Yeah, it's tough. People want to complain about how much they cost wherever. LCSs and stuff. Good luck finding any. Jefferson, Harry Butker, Howard, stomach just made a noise, Burrow, Bijan, it's my favorite kind of mustard, Chris Jones, yikes, Tez Johnson refractor. No. You have to pay extra for the... It's not a snuff film. That's a different channel. You're looking for the snuff district. You're looking for Faces of Death district. I wonder if we can make that a thing. We just smash like bird heads and stuff. Yeah, that's the content. We cut the heads off chickens and stuff. I have some select blasters. 35 bones, I have 4 of them. If you want them, I'll hurry up and slap them in. You guys want to rip those? Select blasters? 35 bucks. I'll reload the inventory if you guys want to rip them. Select football, I have 4. We've had pretty good luck on select. Yay or nay? You can rip all 4 or I'll ship them. I don't care. I just don't have them loaded up. Why? This is how District. This is the elfin magic of District. Watch how fast I can have these loaded. Alright, let's time this. Sold out listings. I'm going to type in select. Select blasters. Where are you? Let's go into a PYT. No, I went back in time too far. I went back too far. That's on me. Yeah, it's right here. Select football blaster. I passed it, so that's on me for being an idiot. Edit the listing. One, 2, 3, 4. Repopulate it. You know how long this would take me on my .com, guys? Now I'm going to add it to the shop. Oh, I know why I can't see it. It's buried by the auction. Weird. I did something. There it is. There, it's in the shop. Let me move it to the stage. Boom, there you go. Alright, Furtman says add the Chrome Blaster into the last break, guys. There you go. Furtman added it to the last break. What a nice cereal box for you SpongeBob fans. What a nice cereal box. It was the episode where the old man thought he was a box of bran flakes from the commercial, and he was famous. Who's taking the first one? All right, Mr. Anthony. Anthony, hey Jude. We're ripping it, right, Ant? You're ripping it now. Under 2 minutes, Doug. It should have been under 1 minute. I screwed it up, so district team still gets a pass. My .com, it would have taken me 5 minutes. All right, 3 left, guys, if you want them. You can't even buy them for this. Can't even buy them off the shelf for this. I told Eddie I was going to come out to LA and hang out with those guys. He said we'll go to a Dodgers game. I don't know if he was trolling me or not. He knows I'm a Yankee fan. Travis Hunter, Jefferson, Egbuka, Bucks. Yeah, remember I went, Nutter gave me those Padres tickets. We did a West Coast trip and I went to the Dodgers. I was there for a little bit. We missed half the game. But wife and I went. I'd go back. I mean, it's like historic. Plus, I'd make district pay for everything. I want to go to Santa Clara to see a Niners game there. My daughter, that's like on her bucket list. She's a huge Niners fan. Cam Ward. All right. 3 left. Anybody want them? Rip all 3 for $100. Screw it. I sound like E. Perry. Rip all 3 for $100. He'll be live at 7 again, tentatively. All right, basketball, hockey. We may end up coming back later tonight. It's been fun. Bowman, I told you about Bowman. What else can we burn up? Topps the Disney Neon, man. We got to get some of those going. All right, anybody like archives? All right, what do I have listed here? I've got Brandon's stuff for Friday. He's got Topps Chrome WWE, Hobby, and Logo Fractor 6-box stack. Pick your group. This is for tomorrow. 25 Bowman Draft, Super Jumbo Pack, 26 Baseball Nation, and a $50 Bowman break credit. 26 Chrome WWE Delight and Logo Fractor 3-box stack mixer. I've got my Wemby Funko Pop. I've got 7 of those left. I've got all sizes top loaders, the 2 sizes of penny sleeves, the 2 sizes of bags, graded bag and team set bag. I've got that Trey Johnson auto. You can have that for $75. The Disneyland 70th Anniversary Blasters. The V-Friends Tidy Troll sticker, you could have that for $25. The Robert Hassel, couple graded Hassels, $20 for the one, $10 for the other, I don't care. $15 for the other Hassel. The Papa Shango Dark Energy case hit, I don't collect wrestling, you can have that for $70. It's a case hit. The Justin Henry Malloy, you can have that for $65, don't care. The Jackson Holiday, it's probably over comps because he's been out or it's been down. I'd let it go for like $60. If not, I'll just hold on to it till it comes back. The Demidov printing plate, you could have for $250. I got to give the money to that kid that hit it. That's his card. Mention the supplies. The basketball lots, we could do $8 for 12 top-loaded cards. All the incentives will still apply. $5 will still go to Rippin' for the Cure. Again, I just want them gone. Disney Neon Blasters, 10% off. The WWE Chrome Blasters, I do $35. We're kind of, I think we've only sold a couple of those. $35 on the WWE Chrome. Ripped or shipped. The Bowman stuff, that's probably my last rounds of Bowman Jumbo. Maybe my last round of Breaker Delight. The auction break is posted. And then hockey, 10% off to close the last, however many teams it is. 7 teams on SPX. We still have 20 teams left in round 2. Leafs Chrome UCC stuff for Sunday. He's got 9 teams left in the full hobby case. He's got 12 left in the Breakers Delight case. And he's got a 3 hobby box random for $27 with 30 left. Blasters, I've got Stadium Club. Again, 10% off all the blasters, ripped or shipped. Topps Chrome Marvel. Couple archives left. What's up, Threads Nicks? Threads and Nicks? Threads and Kicks. Finally got it. I've got 4 Donruss NBA blasters left, 24-25. You could do $20 each on those Donruss blasters, ripped or shipped, to get those out of here. Chrome Update blasters. Series 1, I'm probably going to keep the Series 1 where they're at, but do the 10% off. And then Bowman Basketball. If you don't like the random, I can use the other 10 as personals if we need to. But we can do 3 for $50 or 2 for $35. And maybe we can get that tonight. And then I mentioned the last 3 select football blasters for $100. And again, ripped or shipped on any of this stuff. Alright, so here's a Neon Ninja Squirrel. Ninja, ripped or shipped on the Disney? Ship, please. Okay. Yeah, rip them with your kids. They'll enjoy them. I let my daughter rip a box of the Neon. She liked it. Then the only thing not listed is the soccer, the MLS Chrome blasters for 20, the Chrome UCC blasters for 25, and the Chrome UCC Megas for 60. Probably not, Anthony. Eloy the Goats had WNBA Prism, but I don't know that I'll have. If I see Select, I'll grab some for sure. I don't mind ripping some WNBA. Alright, we'll hang out for a few more minutes, and if we don't get something popping, I'll probably stop and try to come back. Again, E. Perry's on at 7 till 8. And if we can get something closed, I'll come back and do 8 to 9:30, and then Casey Cards Jordan is on at 8 or at 9:30 tonight. And then worst case scenario, we come back tomorrow during the day. I have to be done by 4:30 tomorrow, though. Pretty decent little lunch trip. That was fun. We got some stuff done. We don't have to sit here and just waste time if you guys are good. It was pretty productive. It's going to be tough for your employer to fire you just messing around 2 hours. Let's be honest, your coworkers, the smokers, I mean, they probably kill 3 hours a shift in cigarette breaks. Especially when you consider they smoke before their lunch and after their lunch. If you're a smoker, I mean, you're guaranteed easily an extra 2 hours of ass time of unproductivity just from wasted cigarettes. And then just because you vape, it doesn't make it any better. What's up, Justin? All right, we'll come back later on today. This is pretty cool. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. I'll let you get back to it, and I'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, thank you. Awesome. Hit me up with a DM if you need something. Send your offers in. Figure out what you need for supplies and order them all at once. 10% off.